Do you find yourself saying yes even when you want to say no? Perhaps when someone wants a favor or when someone is inviting you to a certain event. Do you find yourself saying yes immediately without processing the request, talk less of even checking your calendar, and doing this constantly? Well, this may mean that you may have a problem of saying no, and it is important that you learn the art of saying no. Well, welcome to my channel. My topic today is the importance of saying no. If this is anything that interests you, please stick around. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. To my subscribers, thank you for coming back. To anyone who's new, I am Dalinga, and this is There Is Still Hope. This is a place where we are encouraged to get out of positions of defeat and discouragement and embrace the life that God has purposed us to live. Well, saying no is not an easy thing to utter, especially if you're a people pleaser. However, it helps you build healthy boundaries, and it also enables the other person to understand what you can accept and what you don't. Saying no is actually very important. Saying no means putting off that automatic yes button. You know, when I went on leave, I left an automatic message that goes back to whoever sends me an email, informing them that I'm not around, when I'll be back, how long I'll be gone, and whom they should contact in my absence. It is automatic. The moment you send an email, it throws it back to you. Sometimes our yes are like that. Look, it is okay to say no when something is not adding value to your life. It is okay to say no when something is not benefiting you. It is okay to say no when that thing that is being requested is compromising your belief, your faith, your principles, and even what you stand for. There's nothing wrong with saying no. However, sometimes I want to believe that those who have boldness to say no, they have understood self-love. They have understood self-worth. They have understood that they come first. When you don't understand that you come first, you tend to put other people first, and these people will steal your time because you don't know how to say no. And people know, and they can see when you cannot say no, and they will take advantage of you. I want to give you an example. Say I am a student. I got an assignment from school and I'm supposed to do it myself. However, I give you to do this assignment for me, and it's gonna cost you 5 hours of your time. I have my 24 hours and I'm getting 5 hours from your time. That is adding value to my life, and I'm doing something productive for my life. You don't have 24 hours anymore. I have taken away 5, you only have 19. And I have 24 plus your 5, which makes it 29. I stole your time. You don't have it anymore. There is nothing wrong in saying yes. And there is nothing wrong in putting people first. But it becomes a problem when you do it constantly. And it leaves you with a feeling of unhappiness and guilt. Look, saying no is not only saying no to people. It also means saying no to Netflix when you have something valuable to do, saying no to your cell phone, saying no to social media, saying no to anything that steals and wastes your time. The way you say no matters. There's a no that you say, and that other person knows exactly that, well, she says no, and there's nothing I can do to change her mind. But there's another no that the other person can notice that there's a but in it. I just need to press a few more buttons and I'll get her right. She doesn't know how to say no. When you say no, you say it politely, but mean it. It should come out authentic. There was a time that I didn't know how to say no. I was probably one of those people pleaser until I learned that, well, being a people pleaser does not add value to anyone's life. Instead, they steal your time, and they do it all the time, and they do it over and over without no regret until you learn your lesson. When I was starting to learn how to say no, and I was still new to the whole thing, because I've told myself that, well, I'm going to say no when whatever is not benefiting me. I would say no, but it's coming from a place of, I'm done. I'm done of being taken advantage of. I'm done of saying yes all the time. So it comes out so wrong. It comes out rude. It comes out arrogant. It just doesn't come out right because it's not me. I'm getting out of who I am to say that no. That's not the no I'm talking about. I'm talking about a no that is coming from yourself. You are comfortable saying it. A no that is, can you please help me with this? And you say, unfortunately, I have something to attend to. I'm sorry, perhaps next time. A no that is, say, I have something to do. Can we do it next time? Or I have somewhere to be. Or perhaps, unfortunately, my hands are tied. There's nothing I can do. Not now. Very straight, with a very straight face, no regrets, no guilt. I cannot. It's a no. And the other person will not even bother pressing more buttons because they know that, well, she said no. But when you say a no that is not really straight, it's between a yes and a no, the other person can pick it up and they will not leave you alone. And sometimes when you say no and they are used to you saying yes, it's a thing of, no, when you say no, like, oh, but how dare she say no? You know, like the facial expression can even show that. Since when does she say no again? You know? So when you do it, it's an art that you need to learn. You can't say yes all the time. You will not get anywhere because there will always be that person that would think that they deserve a yes from you. So it is important that you learn the art of saying no. Look, it's good practice to say no. It's a good way of setting boundaries for your life. You need to understand that. You need to prioritize your feelings and your needs. You come first. Understand that you cannot help others if you cannot help yourself. And if you find yourself saying yes all the time, then perhaps you should seek for your healing, because sometimes it comes from a certain place of low self-esteem or low self-worth. A place where you want to please everyone and make everyone happy except yourself. It is not a healthy thing. And when you say yes all the time, people expect you to say yes all the time. But when you say no, you are saying yes to something else that may add value to your life. Well, thank you so much for your time. This was my message for you today. The art of saying no. Well, to anyone who had not subscribed yet, please subscribe and become part of the family. To my subscribers, thank you very much, guys. I love you and see you next time.